Are you commenting?
Hey everybody, Coach Logan, Coach Abby. We're gonna be walking through both of our workout videos leading into training for a half marathon, full marathon, 50K later this year, and what that looks like for us currently. So we have videos off screen of us working out. Right now it's just me warming up, snatch Olympic lift. I also have a goal of, snatch like 245. But I'm also like, maybe I'll just do 205, so it's body weight at the time. But regardless, these are high hang snatches. What do you think, Abby?
I think they're looking pretty good, pretty snappy. You always have really good position from the high hang.
Nice.
So, pink shoes on point.
Nice.
Yep.
Tires, TYRs.
Yep.
Yeah. So high hang position eliminates a lot of getting into the bottom, which can have hiccups in the movement pattern itself. So lots of practice. And I was upset with myself for a little bit because I forgot to start my workout.
Yeah.
So you know how that goes when you don't start your workout. It doesn't count, so you gotta start over.
But you basically have to go back to the beginning of the day. And then...
This is my first working set, so it's okay. This says 175. No, it's not. Is it? Maybe? I'm gonna get close to this. 15, 50. Yeah, it's 175. Yeah, so 175 for the high hang power and then a high hang squat snatch or just snatch. I had 175, felt okay. Did it again at 175 till it felt better. And then it was better. Here we have decline, but Abby says incline, but it's incline, but it's decline curls. Yeah. Regardless, you're leaning back, putting your bicep in a good stretch position. That stretch position is stretch mediated hypertrophy, which helps promote getting jacked.
Hypertrophy.
So slow, controlled, letting it stretch in the bottom position. Any critiques? That's right, you don't have any critiques.
No, I really don't. They look great.
Pink shoes.
Yeah.
So the screen doesn't die on us. Then these are curtsy squats or curtsy lunges. Same movement, many names. Critiques. Using straps because my grip would go eventually. I have this like elbow thing going on.
Yeah.
So not the best.
Straps are a good tool.
Yes.
Very useful. So.
But,
and it's not cheating. If you've ever felt like using straps is cheating, it's not.
No.
So, unless you're doing something to specifically work on your grip, then maybe it is.
Right.
Either way, it's a tool for getting stronger or building more muscle or whatever your goals are.
Yeah.
So, no, your curtsy squats look good.
Nice.
Curtsy lunges, curtsy squats.
More straps. So wide grip lat pull downs, using those dumbbells I was using for the lunges as kind of a counterbalance to wedge myself against. It's kind of a foot pad. Help me stop going up.
Yeah, it's hard on this cable setup specifically. Once it gets heavy enough, it just like wants to pull you.
Yeah,
sit on the ground.
That was 145 pounds, I think, which is okay because I'm around 215, 220. But if I give a little bit force, it doesn't allow for it. But good stretch, all good range of motion there. And at this point in time, Abby's trying to have a conversation with me, but I'm in the middle of my workout, so I say, hey, give me a second. Give me a beat. Let me do a set here.
Yep. And I'm like,
yep.
Not really. But.
Yes. So this is a regular reverse lunge. The tempo here is 2-1-x-0. So 2 seconds down, 1 second pause, no pause at the top. Once again, the main part of the movement that's going to promote hypertrophy, which I'm trying to achieve right now because of the total volume that is going through running, could catabolize muscle. So promoting hypertrophy best I can while keeping that bottom position biased in the movement. Then I had 50 dumbbell push-ups in FT, not for time. Picking up as I go because that's efficient.
Also, your feet are elevated.
Feet are elevated. Yeah. So same idea. This one will give it because I think I did 10 here. Full depth as low as I can go, trying to use this as ability to stretch out my chest as well. And then pausing, respecting that rep in the bottom, not trying to turn around real quick into that movement. Yeah, critiques.
Not really, no.
No. If you want to focus on range of motion, if you are someone that needs to get to that full extension at the top, then you can focus on locking out at the top. But for me, I want to promote hypertrophy. So that's all bottom bias lifting, slow tempo, controlled. grinding out the reps and then making sure that the very last rep is still a very controlled eccentric, because that portion of the lift, the slow controlled eccentric, is the most hypertrophic promoting part. And then I lay on the ground, I say, it was just 50.
I did 50.
Yeah, and I was like, just 50. Here's Abby.
Hello, it's me.
Abby,
Hi.
what were you doing today?
I was doing back squats for speed mostly at a set weight of 165. So these are my warm-up sets. I think this one's a warm-up set, but I don't really know. Maybe it was this one. One of them I did 4 reps.
They're all
I'm
warm-up
confused
sets.
how I did that. But anyway,
Yeah.
I ended up doing 9 sets of back squats, 9 sets of 5 at 165. And the 9th set, I was a little bit slower and it felt a little bit more difficult, I guess. So I just wasn't able to move as fast, and that was kind of how I decided to be done. I have been doing these twice a week. One day is sets of 4 and one day is sets of 5, and my last set is always just a little bit slower than the previous set or all of the sets before, so that's how I know to be done with the workout for the day. And then also 9 sets just felt like
Enough.
enough.
When the idea is to go quickly,
Yeah.
and you're no longer going quickly, then what are you doing?
Right.
So that was one slow set, another fast set, and then I think this was your last set.
Yeah, also there was it's the delayering process throughout my workout as well, so you can see all the stages of my outfit.
Finally warmed up.
Yes, and there was a lot going on there. Still is, clearly.
So good controlled tempo, focus is speed, power, still trying to keep back squat high while training for a marathon.
Yes.
So
yeah, just trying to maintain as much strength as I can while training for the marathon, and just kind of see what that is. So that was the slow rep. I'm pointing at nothing that you're looking at. That was the slow rep.
So you want me to put it on like the bottom part of the screen?
Yeah, or that. I don't know, whichever way.
Yes. So I coach Abby. So for her programming, we have 2 heavy back squat days, 3 focused running days, and then everything else is overall hypertrophy, just to maintain muscle, because running in itself is a very catabolic thing. So that's all dose dependent. But for her, so we have a hamstring exercise, we had squatting. So the squatting for her takes care of all of her quadriceps.
Yeah.
And then there will be a
Plenty of volume.
bench press. You can see the cambered bar bench press in the back. There's also lateral raises, and then there were bicep curls.
Yep.
And then other days there are lunges, there are
Lap pull downs.
So back, glutes, hamstrings, no neck,
Triceps.
not necessarily anything additional quadricep work because of all the squatting.
I
So
don't have any other. I think those are my only 2 squatting movements. I have the lunges, but still, it's not that many.
right,
Or that much. It's not that much volume.
and then cambered bar, very similar to dumbbell bench press, but less unstable. So you're able to get that really good full range of motion like we're talking about. Very similar to how it was for me with the dumbbell bench press, or for the dumbbell push-ups, getting that full range of motion.
Yeah, the little bump up on the bar adds range of motion.
Full wrap.
Yep.
It's easy.
As opposed to a regular straight bar.
And all these tempos are controlled slow. I go over there to let her know that I am extremely disappointed and that I wish she would do better, and it's boring me.
Yep.
So actually I was gonna go over there and tell her that her grip is so narrow that it hurts my shoulders. That's all. I was like, yep.
And sometimes your legs just flare everywhere whenever you sit on the bench.
Yes. So lateral raises, what do you think when you're doing lateral
We're
raises?
back to a new outfit.
You got cold.
Yeah, I did get cold.
Nice.
Once I'm done with the legs, like basically I have to put sweatpants back on.
Lateral raises are one of the most humbling movements.
Yeah. Yep.
Slight bend in the elbow is helpful. You can keep a straight arm if you want to. Whatever works. But what is that, 10 pounds, 12 pounds?
12 and a half.
Yeah, so 12 and a half
Took me
pounds.
years to get to the 12 and a half.
Yeah.
And I think I did 11.
Well,
Maybe I did 12.
I think I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much, but like, it takes time.
Yeah,
I maybe
lateral
have doubled
raises
my
are-
lateral raises in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Like the weight.
they're really hard.
And I do them.
And they're really hard to
every
do
week.
right too, and make sure you're like feeling it in the right places and all those kinds of things.
You mess around with a little twist? Was there a hammer with a twist there?
I did.
start?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Nice.
Sometimes it's a little bit hard with the legs, just to kind of figure out the right position.
Right. Her legs are so big, and just get in the way
Yeah. These
of
quads.
life.
That's why I don't have to do any other quads because my quads are already huge.
No, you're already feeling awkward about complimenting yourself.
Yeah.
So controlled, eccentric, the lowering portion, good stretch at the bottom.
Yep.
Not necessarily needing to pause at the top, but if she wanted to, she could. Main thing, you want the biceps to be the limiter there. And then that was her biceps. That was it. So training in general right now for Abby, 3 priority days for running, 1 longer one that's like 60 to 90 minutes.
Yep.
Some shorter tempo work that's more working on the cadence and getting quicker, like 15 to 20s.
Yep.
And then maybe a mixed modal day, something that's aerobic.
Training for my first ever road marathon.
In 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Amount of time.
Either way.
Yep.
Beginning of May.
Right.
And then you're...
I'm doing the half marathon, but also training for a 50K in October.
Right, same.
So doing that, getting prepared for that, and then trying to hit that snatch. So snatching 2 to 3 times per week, 1 power, 1 focusing on load, 1 focusing on more like strength. So more, if you were thinking about it, one's more on speed strength and one's more on strength speed. So way to look at it. Then running slowly, more into long cardio here, lots of biking. I did the other day, 800 calories, broken up however, 800 calorie bike, 800 double unders, 500 calorie row, and broke it up however I needed to get through it. And it took about 2 hours. Also training for a 10,000 calorie 10,000 calorie burn challenge.
Yep, I'm here for
So
it.
working on that. Stay tuned. That'll probably...
It's possible I do half of that.
That'll probably be later in the year though, because that's going to take some actual training and building up for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So,
Pretty fun.
any questions? Leave them in the comments below. More videos like this to come, and then like and subscribe if you haven't. Get ready for the 10,000. It's gonna be later this year though.
Yeah.
I would
Get
guess.
ready for more running training.
Running training.
Or running training. Running and training.
Yay.
Woo. Strong runners.
Until next time.
Yeah. Until then. Goodbye, everybody.